So today, since I'm stuck in the house, I am baking for you. Or I'm teaching you how to bake just because I know you guys have a lot going on. You have a lot of kids, a lot of family that you want to feed, and these healthy treats are going to help you. Today I am making banana oat muffins. Super healthy. I'm not going to add a lot of sweeteners or anything like that. It's a perfect healthy treat. So let me show you what kind of ingredients we're working with. We're going to use 3 cups rolled oats, 2 teaspoons of our vanilla extract, cinnamon, a little bit of salt, 2 eggs, baking powder, baking soda. What is this? Coconut milk. We're using coconut milk. We're gonna use 3.5 eggs and blueberries to top it with. Now right here is optional since you're gonna be using the sweetness of the bananas. Another thing, you wanna make sure that these bananas are as brown and as ripe as you can possibly get them since you're depending on that for your sweetness. I'm gonna add a little sweetness because I have a sweet tooth. So I'm gonna use the monk fruit baking sweetener. I've never used that before. And it's sugar-free and it's, I guess, healthier. Let's go with that. I will tell you how it tastes. Okay, so you will also need a baking tray. I just did 12. We're gonna get started. So I'm gonna put you right there. And you're looking at my oatmeal. I know. Hold on. So 3 cups of this lovely oatmeal. It doesn't have to be organic. You don't have to be that special. We don't have to do that. So right here is our 3 cups of oats. We have our dry ingredients and we have our wet ingredients. So let's start with mixing our wet ingredients. Here are our 3.5 bananas. I'm gonna put this down so you're not staring at half of a head. Yeah. So take a fork, take a whisk, whatever you want to use, and mash these up. Mind you, you didn't get to see how brown this one was because I already broke them and I already put them in a bowl for you. So you don't get to see that. But definitely use the most brown ones that you can find. I'm not the greatest masher. As you can see, I'm struggling with this. But in the end, let me tell you, this is gonna be so worth it. So, mashing our bananas. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys are being safe with the coronavirus out there. I'm seeing people struggling. I'm seeing families going crazy and where was I at? I was at one mall, which not in it. I know it was closed down. It was outside. It also had like a Vons and a Ralph's. If you're in California, you know, those are pretty popular grocery stores, I guess. I guess to Florida it's equivalent to Publix or something like that. But people are going crazy and I cannot stand it. So, you know, gotta work with it. Oh, now let's do our 2 large eggs. Now this is an oil-free recipe, so you won't need to add all those extra calories. We're literally going to do only the calories that we need. If you want to make any kind of alterations, please feel free. I lost my other egg. Okay. No, this is not the professional way to do it where you hit the bowl and then like you, what is it? You hit the bowl and you crack it with one hand. Yeah, that is not me. So, and yes, guys, this is kind of what I do. I kind of just eyeball it, see where we go with it. That's my style. So, and yes, yet again in another video, I look like a mess. It's because I do this and I do all my cooking and all my baking right when I come back from working out, and that's how I like it. So, we're gonna do 1 cup of milk. I use coconut milk because it's a little sweeter. You can use almond milk, soy milk, normal milk, whatever you want to use. For me, this works perfectly. So I'm going to use 1 cup of this, mix this in with my wet ingredients. I add a little bit of water, a little under half a cup, not needed. But it's always fun when you add healthier things. The other option is that you do a cup and a half of whatever milk that you're using. I just switched mine to water because, you know, no one's gonna notice. So incorporate all of your wet ingredients and your dry ingredients in separate mixing bowls. I'm mixing very slow because I basically filled it up. I should have used a bigger bowl. What can you do? This is me that we're talking about. So next, vanilla extract. I kind of just eyeball it. It's about a tablespoon or two. 1, 2. That is my good cooking. Oh, I should also add this lovely bottle that was in my ingredients is not going into these muffins. It's just where I store my vodka. Yes, it's Cutwater. If you are from California, you probably know how awesome they are. That is not in my healthy recipe book, but yeah. So anyways, moving on to our dry ingredients. I'm gonna use sea salt, and I'm gonna do half a teaspoon into our dry ingredients. Bum, 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 shake it around. And this right here is our baking powder. We are going to do just about 2 teaspoons baking powder. Now keep in mind, if you guys want flour, you can do oat flour, which is super, super healthy, same thing. Take your 3 cups of flour and blend it. I did not blend it because I kind of like that full taste that you're eating something kind of thick, kind of, you know, hearty. I like that feel. Now we're moving on to a little bit of baking soda. I'm gonna put in about half a teaspoon since I kind of, you know, went hard on the actual baking powder. Now last but not least, for our dry ingredients, I'm adding ground cinnamon. I would put in about 2 teaspoons. However, I have a little funny top on this, so this is hard to get with one of these. So work with me as I not really use this because it's not working. That's 1 and 2. Now you can be heavy-handed in this depending on how you like this. I'm gonna switch over to getting my whisk wherever it is. This is my magic tool. Okay. So I used to bake. I used to have a little cooking channel on YouTube back in 2015, I believe, that I actually am no longer doing. I took it off a couple years ago, so I'm just gonna post random videos just to help people out when everyone's locked in their house. Here in California, we have a stay-at-home order, so, you know, it's hard. So here are my dry ingredients. I actually forgot one thing, so excuse me, nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. And again, this is optional. This is the monk fruit sweetener. Let me get a close-up on that. It's for baking, you don't have to use it. 0 calories, nothing in it. You can use brown sugar, is really good. You can also use sweeteners that I don't, but you know, you could. Wow, I got stuff in my hair already. Goodness, don't let me do anything, guys. Okay, so I'm using 1.5 teaspoons to kind of just throw in here. Keep in mind, we are being healthy and we are using this lovely mixture and the bananas for natural sweetness. I'm gonna top it off with blueberries. You can again do chocolate, you can do apple cinnamon, whatever works for you. So let me go ahead and stir this again because your chef forgot. And put in our banana, vanilla extract, milk, and what else did I put in here? Any other wet ingredients that was in the original mix. We're gonna pour that in. Beautiful, okay. Now I need to wash this because I'm crazy about that. So, 1 second. Now when I say wash, I really mean rinse, because that's all that I did, but you know, rinse it. So then everything doesn't harden and you're not stuck having to clean things up. So whisk this around for a couple of minutes. Nothing special. Majority of your ingredients are already mixed. Have your oven preheated. We're gonna put it in at 350. So actually you should probably start with the preheating, but you know, I forgot. But yes, preheat your oven always. Your mix, you can eyeball it if there's anything else you want in it, if there's anything else, or if it looks like it's just missing something, feel free to just add it in. So at this point, once your ingredients are mixed together, you can add in chocolate chips or baked in blueberries, but I don't really like to do that. I like to let this speak for itself. So your mix, kind of, ooh, I almost spilled it. I should pick up the phone instead. Your mix should be kind of looking like this. Kind of like overnight oats, if you guys have ever seen those. That's also another recipe for another day. I love making overnight oats. Let me show you my face so you're not talking to nothing. Yes, so again, mix this up. Best thing is to let it sit for just a little bit of time. Let it soak in, let the flavors kind of work together. And it'll thicken up, is gonna be one of the top things you're going to notice. Did I forget anything? Because I don't want to mess this up with you guys watching me. Okay, so for me, I think that's all. So, into my beautifully lined baking sheet, I'm gonna try to put even amounts into each and every one of these. It's okay if you make a mess, it happens. Now, I can already tell you that these are going to be very, very big muffins. I'm telling you that because I actually put more of the recipe than what I needed. So, and they're also gonna blow up big because I use baking soda and baking powder. Now these are, if you're a baker, these are things that you keep in your house regularly. It's not anything you have to go out and find. And that's really what me baking right now for you guys is gonna be doing, is getting recipes that you can do at your house. As we all know, the stores are crazy. You don't want to get involved with that at any point in time. So if you have some of this left over, you can make just about any recipe for baking, and that's kind of where I want to go with it. So fill these into evenly placed cups, shake it around a little bit. So while you're doing this, go ahead and wash whatever toppings you want to use on these. Again, I'm just going to use blueberries because I'm sticking to my healthy diet. It's harder to get a good workout when you're on stay-at-home orders. So for me, eating healthy is going to be the top thing that I am in control of. And while the whole world freaks out, if you can at all stay in control, that's probably the best thing. If you have kids who are watching you, let that be their example. That's huge for them. Oh, drip, drip, drip. Okay, you're gonna see how messy my baking is, but it is gonna be so good that it's not even gonna matter how messy this looks. It's not gonna matter at all. Okay. Now, since you have enough in each and every one of them, I'm going to clean up my mess before you guys call me out on it. Perfect. Now use your leftover, what I'm going to call batter, and fill some of these up. Again, these are going to be huge muffins. I already know that's going to be a thing. Now, if you guys are not using any kind of baking cups to hold this batter in, please, please, please spray your pan. It's not going to be fun trying to scrape this all off. So, yes. If you've ever baked, you know that that is a pain in the butt, and then your baking doesn't turn out beautiful. And we all want beautiful baking. So spray your pan, make it come out all nice. Yeah, I have a lot of batter left. Yep, we're just gonna make huge ones because who doesn't love a huge muffin? Okay. Beautiful, beautiful and healthy. Kids will love them. And super quick and easy to make. So now Here's my cup of blueberries. This is the kind that I used. It's the, what is it? Simply Organic blueberries. Now, typically not all my ingredients are organic, but with everything going on, actually, there were no other ingredients left in the stores. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just topping these with 3 or 4 blueberries just for design, and I'm gonna put a banana on there. Now, let me tell you, the banana, after it's cooked, it's not gonna look that pretty. It's really not, but let me tell you something, it's gonna taste delicious. So you really have to ask yourself, are you going for the pretty look, or are you going for the taste really good look? So I'm placing these in a little triangle or a square, depending on if I have enough to put a 4th blueberry. I shouldn't tell you guys that I'm running low, but I am. And it's because I'm also doing a lot of recipes this week just to help out some of my friends and families who are the type who go out to eat all the time, don't know how to make breakfast. They can make scrambled eggs and pour cereal in a bowl. So I want to make sure that they're taken care of, their families are too. So here are some quick recipes. I already had some requests. I did a coconut curry recipe the other day, and some of you guys have a adobo recipe, I think it was, that you guys requested, Filipino style, that I might have to look into doing for you. So, have a couple. Okay, so some of these are gonna have 4 blueberries, some of them are gonna have 3. You guys are gonna have to deal with it. Oh well. Now, this batter had 3.5. I'm gonna use that other half. No one saw that, I dropped a thing. And I'm just gonna top it with a little banana. So right now I'm just gonna chop it into small diagonal shapes. And again, these are gonna look not so cute when they're baked and ready to come out, but they will taste so good. It's not even funny. This is the size of them. Not bad. I'm just gonna stick it straight in the middle. And again, these are gonna be really big, I can already tell, because I filled them too much. This banana is in my way. Also, when you're using these really ripe ones, obviously they're gonna break a little more than if you use just a yellow one. The brown ones are gonna break just because they're a little more ripe. So expect that for sure. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 more. 1, 2, 3. I should be using a cutting board, I know, but I didn't. 4, 5, you're going to fall. 6, okay. So push these bananas in. I'm putting them right between the blueberries. I'll show you that really, really quick. How dare I just throw that? I need that. Okay. Now we're done with that. Let me show you real quick what this looks like. Aren't they cute? Okay, now we're gonna put them in our oven at 350. Oh, don't get mad at me. I left a pan in there. Crap. Well, you know, I ran out of space and I forgot to take the pan out. Oh, this is hot. Woo, it's sizzling. Not gonna put it over there. Okay, this is the part that you guys are not supposed to see. Okay, now we are going to put these yummy things into our oven. There we go. Straighten it up a little bit. There. So, those are baking. We're gonna bake them for 20-25 minutes. Check in on them. Take a toothpick and stick them in. Let me know how that goes. And yeah, I'm gonna start the video back then and show you how these beautiful things look. Okay, bye guys. Hi guys, so welcome back. It has been about 22 minutes. I let these beautiful muffins bake, and let me tell you, my entire place smells delicious. So this is what they should kind of look like when you're done making these beautiful things. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, so real quick, just gonna plate it for you. And then let me say that these are gonna be so delicious. Now guys, keep in mind, I used a sweetener, the monk fruit sweetener. So make sure you put some kind of sugar, some kind of something if you like it sweet like that. This is what we're looking at. Yeah, baby. Okay guys, so try out this recipe. Let me know if it worked for you. Make sure you stay positive and happy dance. Oh, I did a happy dance. Okay, happy dance is over. But please guys, remember to stay positive. Try out these recipes, send me some recipes. If there's anything you wanna know, feel free to send it my way. I will do my best to answer. And stay healthy, stay fit, and stay positive.